The first-generation Nissan Teana sedan, factory index J31, replaced the Safiro model, which was called Maxima in the European market. Teana officially appeared in Russia only in 2006. Although this car has already been driving on the roads of many countries in Asia and the rest of the world since 2003. Nissan Teana was produced only in a sedan body and had front-wheel drive. There were 3 variations of the car to choose from: 200 JM, 230 JM, and 350 JM. In this marking, the number shows the engine size, and the letters indicate the configuration of the machine. The equipment of the JK version is not very rich, but quite worthy: ABS, ESP, 6PB, power steering, 4 ESP, climate control, an audio system with 6 speakers and fabric upholstery with wood inserts. And the JM version will additionally please with the following equipment: APB, 2-zone climate control, leather upholstery, a rear-view camera, a color LCD display in the center console, and heated all seats. Separately, it should be noted that the Teana 350 JM has an extended list of options: cruise control, multi-steering wheel, power front seats with massage function, passenger seat with automatic footrest. Due to the sickly stuffing and good interior trim, Nissan Teana began to be called a pseudo-premium car. Let's try to understand the reliability of the flagship sedan of the Japanese brand and whether it will be justified to buy this car in a used form. When developing the chassis for the Nissan Teana, almost the entire design was borrowed from the Murano crossover. McPherson struts are installed at the front, and a multi-link system assembled on a subframe is located at the back, which, in turn, is attached to the body through rubber cushions. Such a hodovka gives the sedan an excellent ride and high energy intensity. Unfortunately, this comes at the expense of handling. Most Teana owners note the machine's rolliness in corners and insufficiently precise control. In general, the reliability of the suspension of the Japanese sedan is commendable. Even on the troubled road surface of the native expanses of Russia, Teana carries its owner for a long time without interventions and repairs. The weak point of the chassis is the stabilizer struts, the replacement of which will be required after 60 to 75,000 kilometers. Shock absorbers are next in line for renewal, the average service life of which is 100 to 120,000 kilometers of flights. Solid blocks and levers will work, with a bang, about 200,000 kilometers. This whole cloudy picture is overshadowed by the low clearance of the car, 135 millimeters, because of which the bottom of the car tastes a lot of potholes. The Nissan Teana inherited the engine and most of the attachments from the Maxima model. The main source remained the same. The first-generation Teana was produced with one of 3 petrol engines: 2.0L, 145 horsepower, 2.3L, 175 horsepower, and 3.5 liters, 230 horsepower. The first 2 motors were aggregated only with a 4-speed automatic transmission, and the most powerful engine was equipped with Instronic CVT. After 50 to 60,000 kilometers of run, the following family sources are natural for all power plants: clogging of the throttle valve block, due to which the engine starts to twitch and run unevenly; a cooling radiator leak along the upper plastic part; depressurization of the power steering high-pressure hose, which can lead to excessive loss of working fluid, and, consequently, pump failure. At the turn of 100 to 120,000 kilometers, engine mounts will let you know about a malfunction. The total resource of any of the presented motors is at the level of 300,000 kilometers. It is only worth knowing that the 3.5-liter 6 cannot be repaired by the piston group. As for the reliability of transmissions, the archaic 4-band automatic is the leader here, which is quite capable of surviving the engine, provided that the oil and filter are changed every 60 to 70,000 kilometers. You should also know one feature of the automatic transmission: a push when switching from first to second gear. There were rare cases that jerks occurred on other steps. In this case, you need to clear the box control unit from accumulated errors. CVT transmission requires more care. Oil and filters need to be changed every 30 to 40,000 kilometers. In addition, the service life of the variator rarely exceeds 200,000 kilometers. As with most used cars, more squeaks and crickets appear in the cabin with increasing mileage. The main part of these noises comes from the plastic parts of the dashboard. To them is added a creak from the backlash that has arisen in the driver's seat. All these pranks of the car begin to bother after 50 to 70,000 kilometers of the life of the car. The body of the Nissan Teana is the most unprotected place from the conditions of the Russian environment. On used cars, there are often saffron mushrooms on the hood in places of chips. Moreover, the iron is easily exposed even from minor damage. Not without flowering, and at the stern of the car, on the trunk lid under the chrome bar, corrosion occurs on average after 60,000 kilometers. And, finally, by 70 to 80,000 kilometers, many chrome-plated decor details begin to peel off, which, coupled with traces of rust on the body, gives an unsightly look. Nissan Teana, being in a used condition, will be able to please its owner for more than a dozen thousand kilometers. But do not forget that this car is turned towards calm driving and does not like aggressive driving, for which many drivers have paid the price. Therefore, there is a considerable number of beaten Nissan flagships in the secondary market.